It's your boy Peanut the Monkey here, back with another slamming it. And I know people have been in the chat, they've been going, oh, I can't believe that video you did. Some people have been saying it's racist. Um, it's incel coded. I'm not sure what that means. Definitely misogynist. Dick. Sorry, no, misogynistic, not dick, but that someone did call me a dick as well. Um, but I don't care. We're gonna keep going anyway because it's important. YouTube Rabbi Rothschild. That's just really bizarre. Like, I can't get over that. I really can't. Someone like me, it's probably a bot, but it's just a bit weird because I saw it at first. Like, what the fuck does that mean? But here we are back again. Been at work, so you're lucky. You get so much. I don't think there's even an audience for it. No one's asking for this. Which is, well, it's not really as a thing, a problem, because I don't really do this for like. It's kind of entertaining for me, in a really like narcissistic sense. It's like I've just learned I can kind of just like entertain myself just by doing this. Um, Anyone who just happens to listen to this, just a complete like. I think that's probably usually going to get you your most genuine fans, isn't it? Because it's like I really don't care. Like people are not going to get like the bottom barrel of people. Well, yeah, you want to get like I Show Speeds fans. It's like they're not the kind of people I'm probably going to get. Maybe there's one person who's got like a direct parallel between this and his stream. I'd probably think that'd be very small, but there's probably would be like it's one person out of all of his fans who probably could just like think, oh, this is actually quite funny. But I don't think it'd be very many at all. I really don't. You can count them on one hand. So yeah, it's back to work. Effectively, we've got kind of the last little bit to do just before we all wrap up for Christmas. So I think it's like everyone's just trying to sunset any ideas that are kind of active at the moment. No one wants to really start anything major at this point. Well, it's kind of like that. It's just it's still not like mega cold, which is really interesting. I still haven't really put the heating on at all, and it's not like I'm really generally feeling cold. But I know at the moment it's still nothing compared to what it can be. Where when it does get down to like December and stuff and January, and it's just it does get really cold. Because at the moment it's still not like I'm talking about like when you can like really easily see your breath, and it's just like it's just so cold. So when you're out, you're just like you need to wear gloves and you need to wear a scarf. That's the thing about the UK is it's like you kind of like had to learn to have shelter because it is very hard to like live during the night. But no, we're gonna go. We're gonna try again. So I'm gonna do the same thing. But I'm gonna just put another video on. And it's like, again, it's like we're gonna play it like meta layering. So I'm gonna kind of be like roasting the person as well, who's also roasting the person. And we're just gonna kind of work off that because this one's good as well because this guy covers all the other like all the other gossip and stuff. So it just kind of fits in because then it's like I said, I can sort of jump on there. It's like I'm riding their coattails. They're doing all the crappy editing and they're doing like all of the see what I mean? So it's like it's sort of like something I've just kind of seen people do, isn't it? It's like as long as you can just actually be engaged. And I was, because I didn't even get anywhere near yesterday because I was doing stuff. So I sort of had like my podcast, like my show yesterday on in the background. I can't believe I did it for 4.5 hours. I really cannot believe that. I was like utter. That's like one of the longest streams I've just actually done just by completely because I was like reviewing that stupid video. I'm not even kidding. That stupid video was only like half an hour long, and for some god known, I haven't even really got into the video. Like I started playing it, and it's like an hour in, and I'm like, I think I'm just about getting into it. I just go on some absolute fucking crazy tangents. I'm just talking about bullshit. Just like it's crazy. It's like that's it. I could just do radio. It's like if anyone's got like any contact. I don't really want to work for the BBC though, but I could do it. I can just talk to myself. Well, like I'm just like putting on in between radio tracks and stuff, and just like inane competitions going on, just little thoughts in my head, just little anecdotes as well. So just everything that's a little bit peculiar in your day, just note it down. Just be like, I can bring that up. But I can't believe I went into the supermarket, right? Yeah, and I can't believe they only had two different types of potatoes. What? How many potatoes do you think there should be? I don't know, maybe at least five. It's just like stupid, inane dialogue like that. That's what you need. But it's fine. It's like people want that, don't they? You don't want any dead air. So you're just gonna need to keep talking and just gonna try and think of the next thing you can use to say. But I'm gonna follow the same thing. I think I'm going to put on another video and probably just do the same because it was quite funny. I think. And if I break like I don't know 1,000 viewers, sorry subscribers, I'll work on like trying to bring the actual because I could probably do it on OBS. I just need to like have it, but actually I could do it, so I can explain actually how I don't know what I'm doing. I'm even gonna explain it, but so I would. Can I do it? No, it wouldn't show up on. Yeah, it wouldn't show up on YouTube. That's the only thing. Yeah, I love that, just impromptu crunching. Yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to like dog on a lot of celebrities. Because I don't have no. Beautiful thing about me is I have no prejudice. If you're a celebrity, you must be punished. I am the anti-celebrity. So I will hold I have no like allegiance to anyone. I don't want a brown nose. I'm not trying to like get into any sort of social circles. Don't want to get with Hamas. That's a bit awkward. Don't want to get with Hassan. Whoops. Don't want to get with Ethan Klein. Don't want to get with iDubbbz. Don't want to get with Miss Kiff and Emaru and Asmongold and any of these other freaks. And that's right, I'm going to use that word. Because I've told you the pendulum's swinging now. We've like let the pussies have their time. And it's been like all the people who've been wanting to like just be like bullies. We just have to sit and wait because we just knew we could lose our jobs. But now it's the pendulum swung the other way now. It's just like cancel culture is not really a thing. I mean, it still is if you're going to go crazy. But I just think if you're just generally just kind of just riffing on people in relatively good, because bullying is just so subjective anyway. Because part of me just thinks like as an adult, can you really be bullied? Like bullying just feels like that's a category for like when you're not 18. Like I would just would never expect to like get like an email from like I don't know Tectone just being like, oh, management of Tectone, you've been for cyberbullying. It just sounds like the pussiest thing, but I reckon that probably could happen because these sort of people as well, they don't care about like the morality. They just see everything as like the last bottom line for money. Like every day could be a little loss, so they're just gonna try anything. So they don't care. They're just like if they, especially if you're a small platform, you haven't got any like no one's gonna care. Like if I go on X and I just go, Tectone blocked my channel because I bullied him in a video, no one will probably say anything. And that's the problem. Like if you were just like a smart functioning place or society where you just kind of were trying to get people to maybe do the best out of it, you could try and fish out, I think, streamers and people who are trying to be a bit more like maybe they just want to sort of sit down and just chat and just maybe just try and encourage a bit more like intelligent dialogue or just critical thinking or just having advice and just trying to like it's just not slop on the internet. It's not just a bunch of fucking internet celebrities who are just are literally the worst people in the world. And usually they are thick as thieves. Um, like I don't want to sound arrogant and just say that I underestimate some people, but I think it's like especially some of the Americans. I think it's just it might because I think a lot of some of it is down to their education actually, because especially when they're homeschooled, it's like they're fucked because they just don't know what they've been taught. And it's like even if their IQ is still like 100, it's still like they're still gonna be just thick because they just don't know anything and they haven't been taught like that the outside world and they just have no like, a view outside of like their own like American view. And they all just live in like this like socialist paradise where they're all just kind of like millionaires and they don't have no real like understanding of what's happening to the world. They're not like me. Well, I am pretty much like living cash, paycheck to paycheck. Um, but at least I'm not trying. I'm not at all trying to like. I don't because I'm not. But it's like I'm fine. But I'm just telling you, it's not like I'm like, uh, you know, just because I get white privilege. I don't know. I just get given like some. I guess and that's why I think a lot of people of color think they just think like, oh, because I'm white, I by default just get like, a really I mean, I would argue my job is not like isn't difficult, and like that's probably why it like, and that's my choice to be fair. But like, um, so that's why I don't complain because it's just like I just appreciate just like, having a job is good. And also I have worked my fair share because I have been working for about over a decade now. Hang on, how old am I? Yeah. Easily over a decade now. I mean, I was working a job when I was like in college, so I have been pretty much just working. I had like a year off, but aside from that, I've basically just been working or been in a cadetship. So it's just like for me, I'm just like I've done the shitty job, so I know like when my job maybe isn't necessarily as taxing. I know it's because I've had that. I've done all the shit. I've gone into London every day and uh, what the fuck? Oh, I must have pushed something on the phone. Uh, but yeah, I just feel that as a result, I've got a better frame of reference to sort of the common man. And I think that's the problem. Is like once you add money into it, and these people become famous, ironically, they lose touch. That's why you have to have it. So it's almost a system where it's just like you're being paid like a salary, and it's just like not an egregious amount because that's the problem. Is then the people start to lose perspective. I don't know. Like when Asmongold talks, I think like yeah, he's probably giving like a uh, but again, he's sometimes not always. And even if you like trust mostly from what he says, there's just plenty of other people who just dishing out shit, and you just think like there's just they are obviously just there to cover their own backs because it's like, or it's just like the biggest one is for them is just like it's essentially suicides to basically be right like openly right wing and like when you work in like media. So it's just like, and the reason for that mostly is just because like if you're right wing, basically if you're right wing, it's like you basically just like you're like a patriot and you're going to be like a sort of pro, sort of straight white man, kind of like, you know, I love America, sort of traditional values. So all the Democrats and all the left leading, it's all just the immigrants, and there's just so many immigrants. So it's like if you don't have that backing, you've just basically like ostracized yourself from like so much of the world. Like I feel like 90% of the world won't like you if you're Republican or like right wing because they basically will see you as being like an enemy because they'll just see you as being racist because like, it's just not fair that you just want to have like your own place. It's just not fair. And it's just that's interesting because the irony is almost that that 8% might actually end up still being like the main people who are, like I said, like have the money. Which is why, again, I've told you, like I think the process of streaming is going to die soon because like a lot of the streamers are starting to realize that the companies are now catching up with like the fact that just because you have a huge platform doesn't mean that any of your views are actually going to turn over anything. So they pay like really bad like rates because they're aware that just like so many people's audiences are just filled with people like Indian people, African people who are just using VPNs and they're not and ad blockers. So either they're not watching the adverts or even if they are, they're not the right adverts for them. They're just going to get like an American advert for a product they can't even buy. It's just yeah, and then the companies have started to realize this, so they're just going to probably change the way they're going to do like the advertising because they just think like probably like I said to you, it's sometimes better if you just have like a more small team, but you know that the people in that team are like very like loyal to you, as opposed to just having like this very wide net of just like, and that's what I mean. It's going to be like KYA, know your audience, will probably be like the next thing. It's like, who are the people who are in your crowd? Because that would be very good analytics to know like how much value your account's worth. So if it's just like tons of like people who are just like like from spurious like Indian and Pakistani accounts, and you just know that each one of them is probably only going to generate like 1,000 for like if you had like one American guy on your account. And that's just the way they'll have to start thinking about it because money talks, and they'll just think like even if you just don't want to discriminate, they'll just start seeing it like that. They'll just be like, look, we can't. The data doesn't lie. Like we just know, like this is the sort of behaviors each one of these races has. It's like Chinese don't operate with us. So yeah. Anyway, let's go put this guy's video on because I just think there's gonna be might be here all day like last time. Okay. This is gonna be good.
Even general grieving. We'll go back to a
Okay. So this guy, he's called I think I brought him up before. He's like another one of my like content cop um uh cat people I bring up. So I've already did like Cataclysm, who's like she's like the final boss of feminism. She's like what's happened like when you just had your sort of stereotypical now woman who goes through like the sort of the liberal um brainwashing that happens now when like kids go to college or especially university. They just are taught that the white man is really evil. Everything's made by immigrants. They'll just keep playing like pictures of Gaza and stuff, and they'll show you all the inbred kids, and they will just come out and they just end up being like, because they're good again, because university they're away from their parents, and that's what they want. They just end up like having really bad sexual experiences, and usually it's probably going to be the ones that scar them, because it's going to be the ones where like, yeah, you've got people who are in their teens, experimenting with drugs, experimenting with alcohol. So yeah, it just feels like a lot of them just end up leaving university or college, and they just got like a huge chip on their shoulder, and they just uh, don't really. I don't know. But anyway, that's been covered. So this one is another one, and this is like a category of. Well, I think a lot of content is basically just Indian farming content. This right? Because it's just. I think if I was to actually look at the analytics in real life, I think like everyone's probably gonna have like I'm not joking. I'm just gonna think like I think of it like the iceberg. I just think like the top part of the iceberg is gonna be like your white fans, all the fans who are in your same country, and then the bit below is all gonna be like from all the Indians or black, all the Muslim, the people who live in all the Muslim countries and stuff. It's just gonna. I just think that that's probably generally it. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I feel like I've asked Grok a few times, and he's given like some answers, sort of agreeing that he thinks that a lot of like Asman's fans are from India, just based on just like analytics and stuff from like fan pages and things that it gets on X and stuff. You just they know like obviously where they're coming from. And it's just like I've noticed I've done that a few times actually where there's been like an Asmon Gold X page that's come up, and I'll just be like, oh, if I was Indian or black, I'd find this really exciting, and I get blocked. I was like, obviously it's Indian or black, and it's just proved my point. It's like it's just like really insecure. Um, so this guy's called More Pegasus, and I think he's from Singapore, but he looks just like an Indian dude. And I know this is where we're going to get like, the first thing, and this is where I've got to like put like massive disclaimers because it's like I'm aware, like for example, just like how big I think he's got 1 million subscribers, and I think they're all gonna mostly be like probably Indian. It's like I've noticed there's a few channels. We'll get into a few of them as well later on. So some ordinary gamers, he's another one where he's got like 3 million, but I think again it's like 80% of it, 90% of it's like Indian guys. Because anytime I ever write any comment, again I've got like my profile pictures like me with a straight white man, just a big grin on his face, just points him out. Always gets like really like ratioed, if you were. Um, and it's the same here. So if it again, I don't think I've really got to worry about because I think like I get like 4 or 5 people, but you just don't know, dude. Just so I gotta be careful in case. Um, but wouldn't it be a good signal boost if he did like he was so butthurt that like some dude just has like who gets like what he's got like less than 20 subscribers has done some kind of video on him. Like, that'd be brilliant. It kind of would be brilliant for me because I would probably get like a good signal boost, even if it was just like a couple hundred people, and they'd probably like be active as well, which would be nice. So I've got nothing. I have nothing to lose, so I can just punch up. Because like I was just thinking like, oh well, he could say like, oh I'm being racist, but I just think again like, this card's just being played too much now. It's like, what does that even mean? So it's just like, well, I can't make fun of you. I'm not allowed to like. We all just have to live in kumbaya because you're the only one who benefits from that. Like, so basically, it's just like saying to the tiger, just like, sorry, tiger, you're not allowed to eat this venison, dear. You're not allowed to do that. Like, why not? It's not allowed. Yeah, but I could though, couldn't I? Yeah, but we don't want you to. Why? Well, the venison doesn't want that to happen to you. Yeah, but I don't care. But that's just how it's meant to be. And this is like what it's kind of it is. It's just like they'll use this shield. They use this like, and again, he is kind of like the antithesis of that. Sorry, the epitome of that like meme, where you've got like the Indian guy who's like, let me tell you about my country, your country, and how it includes me in it. Because he's talking about Western civilization, but he's from Singapore, and I know people think, "Make Singapore's it's not actually really," because I had people who worked at Singapore, and it is still a very Asianish, very Asian country. I'm sorry if you can. They do, yeah, they speak English um, quite well, but it's still, I'm sorry, it's still an Asian nation, and they have different laws, different ethics, different things they'll think about. Asia is also one of the most racist. They don't have a word for racism over in Asia, and they are. They just are like really racist. Like all the Chinese just think that all the other like uh, cultures under around them are just beneath them. And it'll be the same with Singapore. I don't know. I'm not up to scratch with the my Singapore. I know they were like I can't remember if they were like they became their own province. Oh, I don't want to get, but I feel like something like that. But anyway, it's still they've got like the whole different ethics of just how they see things. So it's just again when you're like watching stuff like this, you always got to just keep an eye and just think, like, oh, who's actually telling us all this stuff? And it's like, do they actually really care about this? It's like you get like Hassan Piker who's just gonna like talk to you about like how sick he finds it when he hears like some senator was like sleeping with like a 17-year-old, and it's like, yeah, that I agree that's actually really disgusting, but I don't believe you do actually, but I think that's disgusting because I have a feeling you probably know people who are like married to like or have like had thing, but it's okay because you would know them from Yemen or Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan's a Muslim country. You know what I mean? It's just like you just got to think bear that in mind. Like, are they actually? Because everyone just lies. Everyone's just lying. Because lying is again, it's a cultural thing that only really white people experience. Because a lot of Asian cultures don't. They just see lying as like a way to get ahead. They just think that's like that's. They just think that's like normal. They just think like, oh, lying, get ahead. And it doesn't matter. The other person's stupid for believing you. So it's just like anything he's gonna say is just like he's gonna like try and keep himself in the best light because he wants to like his ultimate goal he'd want to go to America and like be able to like reproduce with the attractive hot women, so he can try and build up his empire on YouTube, and then he can move over and like live the classic dream. And he'll probably tell you, he'll be like, "No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't. No, no, everyone's lying. Everyone lies. Yeah, that's secretly what every person of color. That's what they want to do. They want to move out. They come over here. Um, Probably watched like too much porn, so probably again he's just obsessed with like white people or like hentai or loli. Uh, allegedly, I have to put allegedly in this. But I think he talks a lot about like those sort of like gotcha games, which I don't. I always have like a really weird feeling about those things like Genshin Impact. It's like all the characters are just like strangely young, and you're not allowed to talk about it because if you do, you're weird. But I don't care. I'm going to talk about it. I just think anyone who plays that stuff is just like, and again, those games are like really popular in like India and like Muslim countries because like they see those girls as just being like they're like they're the sort of the most attractive thing they could get. It's like a young, ripe 14-year-old. That's like perfect for them. That's actually the age they get married. You'd be like, that is disgusting. It's not. They do it. Fucking do it, man. So again, you just got to always remember that. You've got someone from Singapore, and he's spent his life learning from watching TV, I suppose, and now he's going to tell us, well, me in this case, but the target audience is probably again like Indians, but I'm going to watch it because I need to. Because it's important that I do watch it. So if you're going to sit there and go, if you don't like it, don't watch it. No, 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 no. Because I have to make sure things are okay. And I just don't think stuff is okay with this channel. So this is what I'm going to talk about because I think again he's like in his like he's like 24. Where was I when I was 24? I was in London and I was working a corporate job. Just to give you some content, I just come back from the Merchant Navy. Fine, it's just something to bear in mind. Um, so I just don't. It's just like I don't want to play it, but his voice just it irritates me as well. Yeah, it's just like people just be like you're bullying. It's like I don't care. I just like fuck it. I've been bullied. I've been bullied mercilessly. That's the thing. You think like I don't get bullied? Why can't I? It's why can't I have a go? You'll say two wrongs don't make a right. I just think fuck that. I do it actually. And sometimes you just need to push back. Just all this bullshit's cope. Just that people put out there trying to because they know once once people do start to properly make fun of people who deserve it, that's game over for them. Like once we are just openly allowed to just mock fat people and just openly allowed to just like rip on the people who look weird because it's dog eat dog. Like I'm sorry again, he he's not just some rando. He's decided to make this video. Not even that, he's shown his face. So as far as I'm concerned, that's dog eat dog. Like it's show business. If you wanna get angry. Right to Kino Casino. No. Kino Casino don't make it on the content club. They're actually good. The guy is fat, but he's okay because he rolls with it, and that's not even a joke. And I don't mind that. It's like I think it's like the people like Nicholas Diorio, where it's like because he is going to be on it. Probably you'll hear him like tomorrow. Um, where if you just say he's fat, he just like blocks you and just like bitches out, and it's just that's pathetic. Especially if you're like meant to be like I guess like a bully. Because it's funny because he does because he's blocked me on like but I have a satellite account, a couple of like Smurf accounts, and they're just like sock accounts, and um so I can still see his stuff, and it's just like he happily will have like these like spatty like debates with like obviously famous people, and it's just ironic that like if you're like not worth his salt, he'll just block you. Because remember, it's all about having little people having the power. So this is the one bit of power he has, is he can control blocking me. That's why if I made an app, which would be social media, I'd have it so you can't block people. The only way people would be blocked would be like actually their account would be banned because they would have been violating like serious. So because that just so what I'm saying is like obviously if you're a woman and you've got a stalker who is like posting his dick pic, for example, it would. He's not even going to necessarily be getting reported. He'll have his account blocked because he's actually like violated like the terms of service. But if someone just says something hurty to you, no. And again, if you want to say someone says something anti-Semitic or something, because I gotta be careful now, but an actual hate speech, like I want to end you, again, that would violate. He have his account blocked or banned because he's actually broken a law. If that makes sense. But again, it's just like when you go on some celebrity's account, you just write a contrasting opinion and they just block you. And it's like, great, there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can appeal it or anything. You just can't ever speak to them ever again. And they can just go off and spout whatever nonsense, and you have no control of it. Like, I'd remove that. I'd just completely remove it. Because I just think it's like it's the biggest, flakiest thing you can do. And it's just being abused by weak people, and it's letting weak people get into positions they shouldn't be in. And that's why I need to do these videos, because it's imperative that we're not letting these people become famous. Whether that be, we can just like try and. I mean, this guy's probably fine anyway because he lives in Singapore, so he probably like $1,000 is like. No, actually, it's pretty expensive to live in Singapore, but I don't know. It's actually a really nice place. I flew from Singapore. The airport was really nice, and the hotel was pretty good as well. But I don't remember seeing anyone who looked like this guy. He looks just like an Indian dude. He is like a little Indian guy, like a little mustache. Wears glasses. He's not like Asian. And you're like, well, actually, that is Asian. You know what I mean? Right. So let's get the game going.
Welcome back to a series so awesome. Even General Grievous subscribed in today's video.
So already he's called him General Grievous, but I'm not allowed to say anything because it'd be racist. Because I don't remember what language they speak over there. But they'd be like, that's not his first language. How dare you say that? So shame on me.
Son is being canceled by liberals, and he's once again blaming Ethan and Destiny. He's claiming people criticizing him are just too brain.
So I'm already just annoyed because I'm aware that these people are just conscientiously just like they're just kicking the dead horse because Hassan is just obviously like using Takia or some kind of like bullshit like lying thing where it's just again I keep telling you this is why we're having such a fucking identity crisis. It's not because like generally white people are like racist and we just don't want to like work with other cultures. It's just like we just actually seem to be like one of the only races where we're like actually just looking around being like it just seems to be a lot of bad faith actors who just seem to just be like maliciously lying or just like ooh, oh shit. Yeah, it's always just like maliciously lying or just like I don't know, just not being like in the best intentions. It's like, why do we have to work with these people? Why do we have to have these people here? Why do they have to like just like why have you got like enemies in our own country who are just like not just lying and we've got all the evidence lying and why has he got a platform? All these stupid questions. So anyway, it's just like you get sick of just like them talking about fucking Hassan lying for the 100th time. It's like, yeah, we know he lies. We know he lies. So just shut up. Don't give him the time of day. But no, probably part of it's like the Indians would just his Indian fans would just their memory that is generally not that good. So I'm being like really again I'm giving people way too much credit and me being able to remember. I think he posts every day, so I'm not even gonna say from Friday. Oh, got him! Go go go! Come on, come on, come on! How are you not able to shoot that? Um. Yeah. Anyway, so it's like that shame on me saying, isn't it? Because it's like you would just give up. You would just think like, oh, we might as well just stop talking. We know he's gonna just lie. We know he's like super bad faith. We know he's gonna just like. But it doesn't matter anyway.
Rotted from being online, streamer Hutch is exposing Hassan for going.
Yeah. So okay, so you know again, I'm talking about why is it again like no straight white males like ever like even like average looking. They're always like. So there's this new guy on the block who I haven't heard of, but called like Hutch. And again, he's just like some bold dude who just looks like. There's another guy as well, like Hurtful Mind or something like that. And again, it's just like another bold dude who looks like Moby. I'm like, what? Why? Why? Like, what happened to the days where we just had like people like Henry Cavill, or just like fucking like some decent, good-looking like white guys who are just able to be famous? Why does it always have to be just online? It always like, and again, it's I feel like there is like a type of person, a demographic that would do it out of spite to ensure, like, you know, not the best people going forwards. That you don't want that. Oh shit, he's jumped out. So dope. That was pretty dope. I mean, this is a pretty good server, actually, isn't it? I should just do this, just try and stay in vehicles, because then I don't have to worry about like driving. Alright, anyway.
Against his own political party, he's claiming that his idol, Zoran Mamdani, did not disavow him and they're definitely good friends. Ethan is exposing more of Hassan's TikTok reshares, where Hassan is going after Ethan's wife Ela, implying she's a terrorist. Desperate, mentally ill TikTok girls are thirsting over Hassan. Nina Lynn.
Oh, I mean that could be quite interesting because that will probably end up being like the inbreds, innocent people I'm talking about. Like, there's obviously like this like strange haram like cult-like thing that like, Hassan seems to have with his like fans, and that's what it's going to be. All the fans you're going to see are just going to probably be like from like I say Yemen or somewhere. All these like. Oh my goodness. And they will like probably want to like they'll be like they'll like his like they would kill for him if they. I gotta be careful. Oh shit. Oh yeah, baby. What is that? What is that? What the hell was that? Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Yeah, I mean, I'm doing really good in this angle, I'm gonna lie. It is a bit surreal when you play it with like the joy, because my controller's making that sound, but like, so she gets like, it is quite a cool effect though. There's loads of people here.
The streamer who essayed two guys live on camera and got a 1-week ban is now crying that her
shit.
friends are turning.
Yeah, so there's like this fucking like, Asian woman. Ugh. Fuck. And she's like, I don't. Again, there's like this Asian demographic. There's like Chinese demographic. I keep thinking like, there's a few of them, and they're like just again exploit. They're coming over from like China as plants, and they're just again trying to like use the black demographic to try and like destabilize like the West. And there's like extra Emily. There's like this Nina Lin woman, and there's another one as well. Yeah, the one who's like with um Pokimane. And I just think like every time I watch their content, they never ever hang out with straight white men, and it's like it feels very planty. It feels like very like, oh, I've been given orders to like go into America, just hang out with like black people and just try and endorse like really like um thuggish behavior, really like bad behavior. It's just gonna be bad for the country. And it's just that's how it is. And I've even been blocked by a few of them. And remember, I'm a no one on like Twitter. I have that was shot. Come on, that was sick. But I'm a no one. I've got like 200 no 400 followers. It's fuck all, nothing. I still get blocked by them because they probably I don't know. They might just chalk up as like yeah whatever. But I like to think like maybe like someone's reading it and they're like oh god this guy knows because I usually just call them out. It's just like you're a CCP spy. It's just like I'm probably wrong, but who knows, right?
On her, they have responded. Streamers Lacey and XQC are cooking her. Subscribe or you turn into a 35-year-old man-child.
I mean, that's kind of sad because I am nearly that old, but I have kids, so I don't feel it's too bad. But I am a bit of a man-child, and people probably still say that, but anyway, I've got a job, but oh, shit, how can I kill him? Oh, you fucker, I didn't kill him! Oh, no, no, no. What? Not good. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was terrible. I'm not a very good sniper. I used to be, but I just think now I'm play. I would be good if I'm gonna cope. I would be okay if I was like up against other people using joypad. But once I'm up against people with controllers, sorry, I can't. These guys are like next level. Like even this dude will rip me. Shit, shit. That was still not very good. Lucky. I don't want to again like use excuses, but like for example, the sniper rifle could still be better as well, couldn't it? Oh, I did get him. Nice. Like the sniper, because I just know it's not the best sniper. I full got him. Oh God. I mean, this game is still pretty damn fun. I mean, I'm still getting like stopped every now and then. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Uh, See, look, I still haven't quite got like the Nicholas Duro down because he would never get this invested. But then I don't want to be Nicholas Duro. Oh God. Well done.
Now let's begin. Right, so now Hassan is being called out by liberals.
Right, so this is the first time we can see him. So he's wearing like a he's sat in a chair because obviously everyone has to like sit in an office chair. Like, I'm the only weirdo who doesn't. It's weird when if I'm lying on food like on my sofa. But so he sat in his chair, and this is the thing. It's like the room. I don't know if this is like his bedroom, but it looks whack. It's like tiny. He literally look. It's like a 4 meter by like 4 meter square room. So I don't know if he's just got like the most depressing office ever, and it's like every time like he wants to, the dream weaving comes in, his bread and butter, he has to like lock himself in the silence chamber. And he's got like I think it's a little wardrobe. That's why I think it's his bedroom, which makes it. I don't want to like go into it, but I swear I heard this guy was like quite rich because he was boasting about he got lucky with crypto. I know crypto's got screwed at the moment, but assuming if he's on Bitcoin, he would have been doing really good, or Ethereum, he would have been doing really good. So I don't know, maybe he was on some shit coin or something like that, or meme coin. It's just like, but anyway, I don't. It's not that I'm critiquing, but it's just that was a point I remember. And also, he does have like, does he have 1 million subscribers? He's getting really close. He's like nearly like 800K, so he'd be on some good cheese, and he uploads every day. So I can't imagine he's probably not like getting like $1,000 a day or something. Fuck it, even if he's getting 500, even if he's getting like $100 a day, that's still like, or maybe not. No, 3 grand a month is still very, very good. I don't care. Like even if you're in like London, you could probably do pretty well with that. Plus, he gets residual money as well, because all his other stuff that he really comes out. But then I don't know if it does because his stuff is all kind of like what I'd call like yesterday's fish and chip news content, which is just like because that's it. It's like tea drama. It's like slop. It's just like it's only good when it's like really hot. No one wants to really watch like week-old slop, do you? Unless you're like a fucking insane. Oh, fine. I can never fucking kill anyone with that girl. What am I doing? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he's got like a baseball cap on. He's got more facial hair than I do. I mean, I can't grow facial hair, but he's got a little. He's rocking like the like a goatee. He's got and like a beard, glasses. Uh, yeah. I mean, what can I say? It's just like this is it. You know, this is our best foot forward. No, it doesn't work on this guy. It works and only works on tanks. Shit, yes. Did I get him? I missed. Yeah, nice. Got him.
Basically, he was going around saying that he's not going to tell you who to vote for, and that Kamala is just as bad as Trump, and basically doing nothing.
So again, remember, he's talking about American politics, but he's from Singapore. He doesn't have Western values. And again, remember, he'll tell you he does. And this is what we need to remember. And this is what I'm going to tell my kids. A lot of people just going to tell you things. People are always just going to tell you things, but just don't. Doesn't matter. Don't believe them. Just never believe people. And only believe people if you've been given absolutely like scrupulous, undeniable proof that they're telling the truth. Because people just lie. People love lying. I love lying. I really love lying. I might be lying to you right now. Uh, oh shit, sorry. Should I just fucking try and... I swear that anytime you like ever go on a mounted weapon online, you just get fucked. Look at me. There's not very much you can do. Yeah, I really don't like the engineer gun, but... that's fine.
For his political party.
Democrats, if they were in charge right now, would be doing 100% the exact same thing. 1-to-1. Make no fucking mistake. Anyone who tries to tell you that Kamala Harris would be different is a fucking delusional moron.
So people are mad at him, and he's now blaming it on the usual suspects. Hassan says it's just Ethan, Destiny, etc. calling him out over the no Kamala endorsement.
Yeah, what's funny about the Kamala Harris defeat is that, like, I rang the alarm bells over and over again, and people would yell at me, and then...
Yeah, he looks insane. So I'm pretty sure Hassan is probably inbred. I know like Turkey have a really bad like inbreeding situation, and it's really bad especially when it comes to like rich families. So I would not be surprised if it's like I don't know, his parents were like some kind of cousins or something like that. That'll be a hidden secret that they won't tell you, but that probably will end up being what will be. We'll just find out. It's like his parents were probably like were related because his head is tiny. Like I'm not even trying to like be like I'm not trying to be like just crass. His head is generally like inbred. It looks like one of those shrunken heads you get at, like the voodoo fair. Um, I don't know, and I just heard the way he talks. Not trying to really like arrogant, but he just feels like the way his discourses, his argument style, his stuff like that. You can always tell a person really by stuff like, especially just if someone does lie. There's also a difference in that, like I lie, but it's if you admit it that there's a difference. If you can just admit stuff and take accountability for it, I'd probably put that as like being a more sort of high IQ person because it's like you can just accept everyone's flawed, and it's stupid to just think you're like, oh, perfect. It's like you're just an idiot. Like there's a small percentile of people who like will like think you're cool, and that's gonna probably be like, yeah, you're inbred Muslim low IQ fans because they just generally like when you start to get to like quite low IQ, you just become very like insecure of yourself because you know you are a bit stupid, and so you get very insecure about when people outsmart you. Um, so you just have to like kind of always be on your like best guard, and you can't let anyone know you're like wrong about anything because it will really like dig at your like perfect persona. It's like level of like egotism, megalomania. It's just Hassan is just like the biggest one because he knows he's good looking. He knows he's obviously rich, and he knows that just like he just seems to be able to do anything, and he gets like a free pass rather than being just because his uncle is just so deep rooted with some kind of like I don't know the kickback he's giving Amazon or something, or it's just Jeff Bezos is actually secretly massively against Israel. So he's happy to have someone like Hassan just like again have a green light. You don't know. We'll never know. We may never know because this is the sort of stuff that I mean, people can take to their graves, and this is the problem of the world. Is this where there'll be a lot of things we just will never really probably ever get an answer to, just because sadly things can be covered up. Actually, if you do have enough resources and money, you can hide a lot. It's already sort of happening with online videos where you've got people who are able to move copyrighted content is a good one. Um, but like even things like porn videos and I guess things like snuff videos as well and stuff. It's like people are like starting to say like actually you gotta these things can sort of disappear now. Not necessarily someone's like got saved it, but like they're getting much better at actually being able to like properly scrub these videos off the website. It's not just like now where it's like actually if you have if you've released nudes, they might be on the internet forever. But it turns out there are like if you do have the money to pay for websites, there are a few where they can very diligently just remove stuff very. Because I think once you basically copyright something, this is what the secret that basically I think Ethan Klein revealed was that once you secretly copyright something, which isn't actually that hard to do, it becomes like absolutely so much easier just to get things removed because once you start dangling that in front of someone's face, you're not it's you're doing stick not carrot. So like the people just usually oblige because you just can see that like they'll get sued by like uh somebody.
Still, there is this contingency online of people who are just like drama focused and deeply unserious that are basically trying to move what remains of their increasingly smaller sliver of an audience in the direction of angst and animosity. Keep saying over and over again, like, I was responsible for her defeat. And it's so fucking stupid because most liberals, most normie liberals don't see it like that at all. So it's become this weird thing that if you're on Reddit too much, if you watch Pestany, if you watch Ethan Klein,
Yeah, so he's got like his like
Yeah.
he's got like these like little nicknames, and again, it's just funny because he's called like Sex Destiny. But again, there's like been like evidence that he's, and again, he's not Muslim. He's not. It doesn't matter. He's still like affiliated with them, and there's been like rumors of him coming out of a brothel, and then this is why I hate. It's just we have to live on this freaking disc. Oh no, I don't say fucking discourse. Of just like, unless you actually like see Hassan Piker like actually like with his penis inside like a underage person, they will never. You just can't ever make assumptions, and it's like part of me is kind of glad, I suppose, about that. But then it's just like, okay, great. Then there's just you've just accepted that there's just gonna be loads of things we'll just never really ever be able to crime because who's gonna just be like randomly like, you know, filming it? Oh, okay. It's my Joshua Jacobs. Oh. Buttons away. What even happened to me? What the fuck even happened to me? It's like someone just yanked my penis. Why did I just die?
Destiny, if you watch Ethan Klein, right? If you watch those guys, you literally think like, oh yeah, no, this is right. He did actually cost the election. Because that's all you're getting that's the avenues that you're getting your information from.
Right. Instead, we should get our information from Hassan, of course, the most reliable source on the entire internet, actually. He has great commentary, such as, look at my face.
Again, like, is this guy meant to be the best source considering everything I've said to you? Like, I'm sure he'll tell you, like, again, like, yeah, he's the best, and, um, yeah, of course he doesn't lie, of course but how can we actually, I'm just asking you, like, you can say the same to me, and that's the critical thinking I want you guys to have. But, like, why can you trust him? Why can you trust this guy? Like, I know Hassan is a liar, and I don't like either of them. This is the whole point, I don't like either of them. So I'm not a Hassan glazer, I think Hassan's a piece of shit. But equally, I think this Pegasus is as well, and that's what I'm allowed to talk about. And again, you can crucify me, that's fine. But, like, I'm allowed my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but again, like, the world isn't full of sunshine and rainbows, I'm afraid. And that's why it's become the way it is because we're just letting like, weakies, that's what we're called. What the hell happened to that guy? Oh well.
Favorite terrorist flag. It's really nice.
Hezbollah. Look it up.
Oh. By the way, this man is saying that people are drama focused and are deeply unserious. Buddy, just the other day, you were dressing up as Superman, comparing yourself to him, being like, yes, all I want to do is good in the world. I also am.
But again, I guess the irony is like this guy's probably like wants to dress up as a white person because that's probably what he secretly wants. But no, the Hassan thing was actually really funny. To be fair, he like dressed up as like Superman, which it just shows again his character. It's just the level of egotism, the level of like what he thinks of himself. And again, it's even more funny because it's like an American-made product, and it's just this like the guy who's talking. It's just a thing where they want to be included. It's like they're part of us. They're with us, man. It's like we all made this. You know, we're all part of the good guy team. So I'm part of this as well. Like I'm part of like Stanley and like all of that. And you're gonna be like, wait, you're not either because you're from the UK. Well, yeah, fine. But at least I'm white. At least I'm just a little bit closer. And this is what I'm getting. I think people are just getting like just annoyed that all these people are just like sort of just jumping on or hopping on all of our achievements, just being like, oh yeah, especially when you get like fuckers who are just like dressing up, like or blackening up like IPs and things. You just got like Kai Cenat or like IShowSpeed, and they just go like do black versions of The Simpsons or something. Cause it's not good enough, though, white. I want to see Phineas and Ferb. I want to see Black Ferb. And I want to see I want to see Dr. Dukensmirk, who's black, smoking a big bong with Bart Simpson, who's also black but dreadlocks. That's exactly what I want to see. I bet Matt Groening would love to see that. Anyway, let's keep going.
embody Superman's values. You're the unserious one, buddy. Oh my god. Honestly, he is literally just a detriment, right? If Hassan is on your side,
Again, I can't get over it. I don't like people who wear hats indoors. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say it. Why are you wearing your hat indoors? Why are you wearing your hat indoors? If you're going to say, oh, it's cold, is it? Why don't you turn the heating up? Well, the lighting. Why is the lighting like that? Why have you got a room where your lighting needs you to wear a hat? It feels comfortable. Does it? It feels comfortable. What, to have all your hair like trapped under your head? What? Okay. So it's just a fashion thing, isn't it? But it's just I don't like it. I don't. It just looks rude. I like it when I watch stuff because I watch a podcast. It's nice when like all the nice white men even they wear nice suits. It's very nice. It just brings back like a level of decorum that we don't get. Everyone just wants to speak black. Everyone wants to like dress black. Everyone wants to like, just make an effort. That's all I'm saying. I know it's hot, but you've got the money.
you're basically gonna lose 9 times out of 10 because he's like this toxic fucking corrosive compound that just destroys.
Whoa, dude, language. Look, come on, man. Like, I know, like, he might annoy you, but just try not to. Don't show your emotions, man. Like, don't don't roll up.
The entire body, right? So then he says that people are just too brain rotted from being online.
But their fucking parents, their grandparents, the Barbers and the Deborahs do not feel that way because when they hear my commentary, they go, no, that actually does make.
So just to give you, so Hassan looks insane. He's like got a little pedo mustache. Well, obviously because it's like Movember, so I'll get called racist for saying that. But he just does look ridiculous. But it's okay because all of his inbred like Muslim fans, because he basically plays he's got like he's white and Asian at the same time. Oh, what does this do? Oh, I think that's the bazooka. Oh, the next gun, I get the freaking pistol, dude. But he just looks insane. But yeah, everyone's always like, oh, he's white. I'm like, he's not fucking white. I'm sorry, he isn't white. I don't care. He's definitely not like white. Call me racist, but he isn't. Yes. Oh, that's better. Can't believe. Yeah, I know. I'm so shit with this gun. Yeah. No. What's this do? Yeah, his song just looks fucked.
Makes sense. Why didn't the Democrats do this? And it's very strange that, the more online you are, the more online brain poisoned you are, and the more you get your information from these like deeply unserious places that are simply using, world-changing political events, specifically to drive home whatever kind of personal animosity they have towards a content creator that they despise. Like they have their own personal agendas is what I mean. And a lot of people cannot shake themselves out of that stupor, and it frustrates me to no end.
Right, of course, other people are terminally online. Not the guy who sits and records himself streaming on camera 10 hours a day, every single day, while also constantly having meltdowns and getting rage baited by his chat. The guy who just a few weeks ago was having a mental breakdown saying, I'm going to quit streaming. I hate liberals. I hate the left. Oh my God, I hate everything.
Oh my
Yeah, so he keeps putting like these like SpongeBob SquarePants things up, and it's really distracting because it's like he sometimes puts them in when like they use like for like hang on, like when he says like sexual stuff, and it's just really inappropriate because it's like he's like 24 years old, and it's like I don't know. Like I guess I might have put Simps. No, I don't think I would have. It's really distracting. Single from yeah, yeah. Oh, I can't believe like that's so hard to get. So yeah, every now and then you just see like a fucking SpongeBob SquarePants thing going on. Oh yeah, I got thrown though. What was that then? It must have been this then. Yeah. Yeah, it must have been this. That's cool. That's pretty sweet.
My fucking God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism.
Like, dude, honestly, the only marvel here is the fact that you haven't popped a blood vessel doing this. And you know, it brings me great joy that Hassan is just never, ever becoming a respected political commentator. This man will always and forever be a joke and be shunned by his own side. People responded, Mamdani gets elected, and Hassan goes super.
Yeah, so he actually read one of my tweets out once, so it was really funny. But he always, basically the grift is that he's not even really even voicing his own opinion. What he's just doing is he's just going on X and he just kind of gets the flavor of like what is like the general consensus and just rides on that. It's the easiest grift ever. It's like I I know people won't believe me. I just generally don't care about money that much, so I wouldn't do it because if I was to become rich, I'd want to do it on something where it's like I almost just felt like I wasn't really like doing it for the money. But it is an easy grift to just kind of do things like go on Reddit, go on like X, and just kind of like farm other people's content, and you just sort of centralize it, and you're just kind of like a media of that. You're just kind of like giving like your opinion on that. I'll find it actually killed someone.
Same 3 with this 6-6 gaslighting ability, 2 energy, the watching up.
I mean, look, it's just like super like nerdy. Because basically, and again, I'm not advocating because I think what he did with his dog was like fuck. But I don't care for like dogs that much, but you know, he's still shocking. A dog's pretty bad, but all of the fans just like made these like memes about it and stuff, and it's just like now people have made a Pokemon card, and I just think it's like okay, I'm not like advocating it. I just think like that ship's gone now. Let's do something else.
Audience becomes manipulated into questioning their perception of reality. Retreat cost and underneath that, I never said that. Clip.
He's like reading the whole thing, so like they just like put like a crappy picture of it. And it's like I'm not advocating like what he did, but I'm just saying like I've been keeping an eye on this guy, and he's been doing this. This is like the same shite for like the last. And we just sit here and we just pretend like this is like a oh. Oh shit.
It's out of context. Legendary Pokemon card. I'll take 5. One of a kind right here. I'd like his signature as well, honestly. Hassan's when Democrats lose. I'm not on this team. Hassan when Democrats win. I literally make this. I'm the heart of the party, guys. Hassan be...
And listen to that voice. That's just infuriating voice. Listen to the party. That's not racist. That's I mean, I'm sure he'll make fun of my voice somehow. Can you imagine that? I mean, and somehow his fans would have agreed. He would probably can gaslight me that I'm the one with like the really lame voice. Can you believe that? Like, but he will do it. This is the level of cope we live in this modern society because I'm the straight white man. So like everyone will gang up to take me out. I've learned this mentality now. So it's like. It doesn't matter to me because their opinion. I know what makes these guys like cheer. Your boos mean nothing to me.
Well, is that true why anyone listens to this thing? I love how people just keep
Because
bringing it
all I'll
up.
say is, how many white women has this guy slept with? He might cope and tell me he's probably slept with like more than whatever I say. I'm one more. Even again, I've got 2 kids, so I've definitely got proof. Proof I've slept with a white woman, and my children are white. So even if you want to cope, there's a definitive proof that I have at least had sex with a woman twice because they are at different ages. Not twins.
Even if it's unrelated, just keep bringing it up. Right, so then Hutch responded, it's technically true that Hassan, in fact, talked about the presidential election and the candidates. Here's what he had to say.
All right, now we're down to the national election, and boy, oh boy,
Oh,
do we
shit.
got some good options here. We got Donald J. Trump for president, J.D. Vance for vice president, Republican.
That's what I think of
We have
this.
Claudia de la Cruz for president with Karina Garcia for vice president. Peace and freedom.
Hey Google, take me to the nearest coffee shop.
Going into extra time, Hydra Energetic Deodorants by
So, yeah,
L'Oreal
you
Men
gotta-
Expert. Up to 72 hours protection.
And freedom. We have
So you gotta remember, like, because Hassan's sort of far left, his whole agenda is just to take out people like me. His MO is literally just to take me out. It's like, it's anyone like me. He'll be livid that I have 2 kids, especially they're white, because that's like both missions fail. Because not only are they like, they're white. Sorry, yeah. Not only if I reproduce, but also they're boys as well, which makes them more of a threat. And they're white, so I didn't even fall for the psyops of race breeding, race mixing. Sorry, which both of these people will be very prevalent on. They will both want to really like race mix because I'm sure like this Morpexis guy will probably want to sleep if he could. He'd want to sleep with like Asian, or sorry, white or probably Chinese, like Japanese women. Probably doesn't like his own, but I might be mistaken. He might be married.
Kamala D. Harris. I didn't even know her middle name had a D in it. She got the will of D. For President, Tim Walz. For Vice President, Democratic ticket. We have Robert F. Kennedy for president because he was not able to get off the rolls here. And Nicole Shananan for Vice President of the American Independent ticket. Chase Oliver for president, Mike Termott for vice president on the Libertarian ticket. We have Jill Stein for president and Rudy Rudolph Ware for vice president. And we have an option for writing candidate. If you think I'm going to tell you who I'm voting for, how I'm voting on this one, you are out of your dang mind. But I do want to see what people are. I do want to see what other people are. Regardless.
Like, I just feel like I probably should say something so I don't get sued. But I have like very little opinion really on the American general. I mean, the stuff like this maybe. Like, I just find it also just because it's coming from his mouth. I don't care. I just don't. I'm not interested because it's just gonna be bad faith. It's just gonna be whatever's the worst for like straight white men. That's it. And if you just think of that philosophy, when you just deal with these people, it's just so much easier. But like either people doing it on purpose because they know they want to pretend for content because it's not, they would lose money. Like if you knew that just doing one of these Hassan things, just having his name in your title was going to get you like loads of views, you'd do it. If I knew I'd probably going to get like at least $100, sorry, like $200 a day just by doing that, I'd do it. So fine, but it does just get to a point where I'm like, well, if you're just gonna keep doing this, it's gonna like mock you because it's just like this is just the worst shit ever, isn't it?
Of the hypothetical reality where Kamala Harris would not be as bad as Donald Trump, which we have no proof for.
Yeah, and this man wonders, why do liberals hate me, guys?
And again, remember, bigger picture, these are both people who don't really have Western values. They'll tell you they do. They'll convince you. Because I would do the same. Remember, they're going to say anything. Because you would. Because it's funny. They want to get into the country. They don't want to stay here. But remember, so when he's telling you all this, you're just like, why am I care about what this guy says? What does he really know? What does he? And he'll, this is the grift. This is where we are. Like everyone's, because he'll be a lefty probably in a way. because I doubt he's going to be right wing, because he wouldn't be against. And he doesn't really talk, like, I don't think he talks about, like, immigration very much. Because again, it's not really in his best interest. Because he wants to be like very pro-immigration. He would want to be like one of the few who'll convince you that he should come over because he's like rich, which in my opinion is still not good enough. Because I don't care. Because you can still be rich in your own country and buy stuff from a heart like us. I don't know why you have to move it. It's just enjoy your culture. Try and make your own culture better.
Maybe because you're like the worst ally ever, you want all the support of the lefties, but then you can't even tell them what to vote for. I mean, of course, they hate you because you're basically just a grifting cockroach menace. You basically sit there, take a large chunk of the liberal viewer base or whatever, and then convince them not to vote for anyone. And then your own party loses. And then, of course, the rest of the liberals just hate you because you're literally an op, bro. You're trying to sabotage them from the inside. Honestly, at this point, if it was actually confirmed that Hassan is a foreign op, he would.
Yeah, this is just not. This isn't like groundbreaking. This is just stuff that people have been like. I think I've even said this before. I'm sure. I think he has said it, but it's just. I just think like, either people are just really thick and they just like it does take people this long to catch up, or they're just being deliberately ignorant. They're just being deliberately like slow because it helps their agenda. Oh, I thought Hassan would tell the truth for the 15th time. That's really bizarre. Oh well. I guess I was wrong. Well, I guess I better make another 5 videos. Yeah, I hate this part because there's like a second floor. There's always on that second floor.
Be doing a great job, right? Whenever he goes back or whatever, right? He's gonna be welcomed with celebration. Like,
When you go back, right, and then right. So right. What do you think he's gonna do? Right. So whatever, right? I mean, I say I mean. But you know, I can be a dick as well.
congrats, Hassan. You did irreparable damage to America. The bravest soldier who went into the heart of the territory, brainwashed millions of dumb Americans into falling for his propaganda. Imagine that's actually a real story, bro. But the real fact is he's just a fucking bumbling moron. We got a Hassan fan going, seek help please, weirdo. Hutch responds, I don't even know what this is supposed to mean. Hassan couldn't even be bothered to do the bare minimum to support Kamala in 2024. This is just a fact. That's because if Kamala won, he would lose his revenue stream of content or whatever. If you couldn't be bothered to use whatever influence you have in the capacity of being a political influencer to advocate for the Democratic candidate in a presidential contest versus Donald Trump, you have zero business lecturing the party on what their messaging should look like. Moving on to Hassan crying once again, just a recurring theme on this channel. He's talking about the new mayor of New York City, Zoran Mamdani. Basically, Zoran disavowed him on TV regarding his comments about 9/11 because Hassan, the man who complains about being called a terrorist, was like, America deserves 9/11, right? Which is something definitely a terrorist would say.
The assemblyman will not denounce his.
Yeah. But it looks like he has been cast aside, which is pretty funny. It's like a classic like use with it.
Hassan Piker, who said America deserved 9/11.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
I find the comments that Hassan made on 9/11 to be objectionable and reprehensible in this country.
And now Hassan is claiming that they're definitely good buddies. Hassan denies being disavowed by Zoran, says that he was directly invited to the election party.
Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani didn't.
Remember, just lie. Just lie. It's in your best interest to lie. Anyone who believes you's an idiot, and they are. That's why I just don't even bother. Like, if I read anything with Hassan's name in it, I just not. Well, I don't know. Again, they're just doing it because there's like Indian people who probably love this. There's probably loads of Indians who just like they wake up and they eat like poo. Sorry, I guess that's not right. They eat like, I don't know, just slop, and then they're like it's covered in bed sores and just like probably like in pain all the time. And this is like their wake up. They wake up and they can't wait to like watch like this video. And this is probably the best thing in their day. That's the saddest thing. Like, this isn't the best thing in my day. I've got loads of things that are better than that, like this. Like, I've got like even me playing this is better. My guinea pigs are better than this. My kids are much better than this. Even my work is more fun than this. There's some Indian guys that this would probably be the thing that they watch every day, and it's like this is like their like ejection of like the only internet news they'll get. Um, so you've got to like keep that in mind. So it's just like I got to like play like okay, well, what is there a fair side of this?
Disavow? No, he did not. Even if he did, it wouldn't matter. But no, he did not do that. Think in two different ways. Number one, if he did, why the was I invited to the election victory party and live streamed the entire thing? And the second thing is, even if he did, what difference does it make? I'm a political commentator. What does that have to do with his agenda here? There are a million politicians that I cover on a daily basis here that I have no direct connection with. AOC invited you? No. What are these? What is happening? Chatter. Okay. You're a Jason the Wiener. You're a fan of Nephew. Okay. So I'm gonna be as gentle as possible.
So like Jason the Ween, I think he's Asian. I'm guessing Wiener's black. It's just no straight white males are allowed to be in part of like Hassan's, and that's just very apparent because it's just that's his agenda. He is a plant. He's been told, well, like Big Islam, he's like, you need to take out the the American nationalists. So you need to like try and disavow anything to do with like straight white males. So I want all your girlfriends and everyone you hang out with to be like mixed race or like Asian women. I want all of your friends to be black men. If you do hang out with white guys, they have to be gay or trans because we want to push that agenda. We want to make sure like we can again try and like feminize men because we don't want the like strong World War II men to come back. We want them to like everyone to be like femme. You know, I'm not even joking. This is the sort of warfare that they're doing. I think a lot of the trans people who are like sort of forcing people to become trans as well, like a lot of them are Indians because they get off on like women, white guys with dicks, so they want to try and make them. But I'm not talking about.
When I say this, you have to stop getting. Do you dye your hair? No, I do not. I do have white hairs. You can probably see it if you look close enough.
Domino's price slice on all pizzas from just £10. That's a bargain whichever way you slice it.
You said you snuck in a little bit? No, I did not. I like people need to stop thinking that like when I'm memeing about shit, I'm being sincere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this guy's smart enough to actually do things like sarcasm. This is the thing I think I've noticed when you sort of speak with like stupid people. It's just they don't understand irony and they don't get like being sarcastic. It's just it goes over their heads because it's not part of their culture, especially considering like sometimes like, it's like if you I know this doesn't really make sense, but it's like I think there are like some types of languages where you don't get lower and uppercase letters. I think even just like not being able to know the differentiation of like when you're yelling and not, that is almost an indication. I just think if that even the culture is able to even have a form of sarcasm because of its like the way it's been linguistically like created, or I don't know, but I just feel like there's a certain type of person I've come across where it's either hyper autistic people or just like really stupid people where just like they're unable to really get sarcasm. So like, for example, like if I was driving down the motorway and I was like, oh my goodness, it was so hot, like our tires were like melting or like on the tarmac, like an autistic really would be like, oh my god, oh really? I'd be like, no, that's just like an expression. It's just like, it's just, I'm like, oh, I see. And then like someone like Hassan would probably be a bit like that. They just wouldn't understand if you were like, they're coming saying things that like, what I'm trying to say is like you got to think outside of what is, which doesn't exist. Like imagine. I don't think everyone can imagine things. Only people with like 100 IQ plus can actually like kind of do that. Otherwise, if you don't have an IQ that high, you can only like fathom things that exist. It's like the whole did you not eat breakfast? No, how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast thing?
Guys, come on, believe me, we're still best friends. Please, we're very close. Weren't you, like, denied seating or something? And then you had that rant of, oh, we have no motion, oh my god, guys, we're irrelevant now, we're washed up. And then you were desperately trying to tell the organizers of the security that, hey, there's 70,000 people watching,
I love
guys, I'm
nuts.
very popular, please let me in.
But there's 72,000 people watching.
Oh, great.
Currently. Yeah, we can show here, it's fine. We have no motion. We're out, we're done.
We're washed.
We're washed.
Anyways, let me just explain what's going on. Basically, Hassan really looks up to this Zoran Mamdani guy, and he desperately wants to be accepted by him, especially now since he's won the New York City mayor and he's well-liked by a lot of people. Hassan wants to be that guy. He's like, that's me, guys. That's me. I did this, guys. So he says that he didn't
Yeah, I mean, it's the Muslim Brotherhood, isn't it? I can't comment too openly about, but Portugal's starting to become a lot more. They're just banning it, so we might start to see like other countries die. But it's interesting because I really thought that it was more of, like, we'll have to see how that progresses, because I'll be really surprised if it just turns out that we're just able to just ban Islam and it's like no repercussions from it, because I was so under the guise that there was some thing they had over our country, like Europe, where they were like, we're just gonna nuke Israel, like Israel just fucking, we're gonna cause World War III. But if it just ends up that it just is because like we have just let like some idiots like run the country because women have just voted them in, I'll be kind of relieved, but at the same token I'll be like a bit disappointed. I'll be like, oh, I was really expecting like it was going to be something like, yeah, like Pakistan had like somehow smuggled a nuke into like London, and they were going to say like, oh, we're going to detonate it unless you let us like just fucking rule the country. But anyway,
the value, but even if he did, it's fine. So you're not sure, basically. That's what I got from that, because you would definitely know if someone is your friend or not, especially in the terms of like a political relationship, whatever. But my thoughts are, even if you were friends, you're basically a liability, right? Even if he did actually like you, he probably doesn't want to be seen with you in public because it's just bad PR. You're literally the America Deserved 9/11 guy, and he's the mayor of New York City. Not exactly the best combination right there. Hassan pushes back on the disavow narrative on Twitter with the retweet. Candidates who refuse...
Yeah, his like favorite X thing's yeet. And he read one of my posts that once.
to disown Hassan Piker have a 100% win rate. That's just not accurate. What are you even talking about? Because he disavowed you, at least your 9/11 comments, and then he won. So it's like immediately proven wrong. Believe not what you see with your eyes. Meanwhile, in reality. And that's why me, electrocuting my dog, is a Zionist plot. It's a far-right Israel campaign. Anyway, Mamdani's the best thing in politics since Stalin. Mamdani here. Please leave. You're scaring my voter. Guy who denies shocking his dog said what? Not on the list and disavowed live on TV, Lamau. Speaking of Hassan shocking his dog, Dan Saltman celebrates making it past the 1 month anniversary of October 7th. Never forget.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like, it's been a month, and it's like, that's really old and like internet drama. And it's like, we're still fucking talking about it. It's like, I you know, that's what I'm saying. It's just, this is why I'm the content cop, because it's just like, is this acceptable? Because at this point, like, he is probably just like abusing his like stupid audience. It's like we're getting to a point where it's like, where are we just like accepting that we're just abusing like idiots at this point? Why is it that like if I try and take advantage of mentally handicapped people, that's a problem, but if I do it with people who are inbred Muslims, that's fine, or Indians who have like an IQ of like 80, that's okay. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it feels weird.
Hashtag free Kaya. It's actually been a month, guys. Time really flies when you're having fun. Moving on to Ethan going over more of Hassan's TikTok reshares. So recap, last time we discovered that Hassan shares his own thirst traps like a fucking narcissist freak, and then he promotes fan theories of him being in a secret relationship with Cutie Cinderella, Jellywig's girlfriend, right? Which is extremely messed up and weird. Now we also learned from Cutie Cinderella that he apparently
Did you guys see that?
harassed
The
her
timer
by
just, like,
thrusting his peepee at her.
glitched
Yeah,
down.
to which Ludwig responded, well,
It's
that's
just
crass.
shot down,
Being like the absolute cock he is.
He put on his costume and he came in and he said, "You can see my dick in this." And I said, "Hassan, I'm not looking." And then he proceeded to hump the air and he said, "Look." And I said, "I'm not looking."
That's crass.
So yeah, Hassan, he doesn't care about any women. Probably neither does this guy, to be fair. He probably does. Probably his mum or something. But anyway, yeah, he doesn't care. He's like he's gonna be like in favor of Sharia law. He doesn't value women. He doesn't care about women. And you're an idiot if you generally believe that. You're just a useful idiot. That's all he sees you as. He just sees you as a giant moron. Yeah, I don't want to do this level. I want to do like one more big like giant level before. Can I pick which level I do? I don't know.
So, Hassan, absolute degenerate freak. Well, here is Ethan going over more of Hassan's repost, and it's a combination of thirst traps and a bunch of digs at Ethan.
By the way, who spends their whole...
Yeah, so again, I don't know if it's just because they're not allowed to say it on YouTube, but all of his fans are just inbred Muslims. They're all just, there's like 2 billion Muslims in the world, so anything that he puts which has Ethan, the Jew, is already just going to instantly just garner so many views, and everyone's going to say it's racist, but it is just true. It's just true. That people are just going to believe Hassan because, like, he's a Muslim, and it's just, this is how they're, like, it just works, and you can call me racist, but it's true. It's just, they are, like, literally epitome of, like, almost like a cult. And I know that the Islamophobic thing has been passed in the UK, so I'm allowed to sort of, like, voice my opinion on that, but it's true. It's like, this is why he just has this legion of like fans who will go to any length to do anything, because in a lot of the countries that they come from, it's not even a problem for them doing what they do, because they like don't come from a country where it's illegal to do what they do.
Day making Hassan thirst traps, it's mental, and then he's promoting them all the time. Look at all these.
Yeah, and like Hassan is like a god to these people.
Look at all these.
Crazy.
Look! Look at it!
Look at the hand.
Here's where it started. Let's look at their first one.
No.
Hassan, I have no gag reflexes in the description.
I do.
Let me read that for you one more time. Hassan, I have no gag reflux. Is that saying that they want to, like, deep throat him? I'm assuming.
Wait, oh my God, is that what it?
Yeah, I think, yes.
That is what it is. Yeah.
Page. By the way, again, this is the video he shared.
God.
It's Hila with a weapon from Army, me in front of a Palestinian flag, God knows what that is, pedo troll stuff. These are their pinned ones, right? Like, obviously, even just on this Snapchat alone, it's fucking deranged.
In the state of where the climate is today, to have that one pinned of me holding a gun from my train.
Yeah, I love the fact that, like, I just read, like, one of his comments, and it's, like, the fact that he puts out a video, banging 35-minute video every single day. So, like, again, I work an 8-hour day, and I would probably say, like, yeah, I could probably put my hat, like, you know, I would say, like, this dude just making a video like this, it doesn't really constitute, like, a day's worth of... It's, yeah, I mean, this is, like, another fallacy of money, but... Just say how you want, because I could just argue then what I'm doing now is actually just as much effort, and you'll be like, well, no, because you haven't like all the clips together and stuff. But I'm giving you like off the cusp, like deep. I'm giving you this as it is. So I could argue that I work a job, and I've got kids. So I could argue, well, actually, I'm doing like much better. It's just, and you could argue, well, I don't find your stuff funny, but that's why is that my fault? Why is that my fault? Why is it my fault that you don't find what I do funny? Why does it just so happen that the people who you just so happen to find funny get rewarded for that? Like that just sounds funniest if you ask me.
When I was 18 years old, it's crazy. It's 20 years ago. It is mind blowing.
Because the stuff I say makes me laugh, so I think I'm funny. Maybe that is the most narcissistic thing in the world. But then at the same point, if I make myself laugh, I don't need anyone else. So maybe that's ultimately what everyone wants. No.
my training.
Yeah, this is basic
Like,
training, which you did for
years
2
ago,
weeks.
Yes, it's just basic training. I was a secretary. Everybody does basic training. I don't know anything about guns nowadays. Like, I don't remember anything. This is
part
not,
of what's
this
super
is
nefarious.
not what I am. Like, they do it on purpose to create this image of me today.
Yes,
In
and he
today's world.
participates. That's my point that I want you guys to understand. He doesn't just participate. He's the fucking pillar of this entire shit. They follow his lead. And when he shares shit like this, they fucking notice. He's giving the cosign, like, yep, Hila's a fucking militant baby killer.
Valid target.
Valid military target. His own words.
His own words. I'm a valid target.
Yeah, I mean, this is seriously disgusting. So, it's one thing for Hassan fans to be doing this, right? Because, obviously, he can't control his entire community. But then Hassan resharing this stuff just makes it much worse because he's explicitly endorsing this and he's encouraging this behavior. And, obviously, he's the one who leads the charge. He's the one who said that Hila Klein is actually a valid military target, right? The wife of your favorite podcaster. And him and his community still thinks that Hila is a terrorist baby killer who is essentially a valid target, right? And this is something only psychopathic freaks can come up with because...
Psychopathic freaks. Inbreds? Oh, yeah.
Obviously, she's not. She was a secretary because there was mandatory military service and she didn't want to go to jail. And I just love the fact that in between these 30 different thirst trap reshares, right? And he's like having this gooning session with himself because he's a massive narcissist. In between that, he needs a bit of Ethan sprinkled in, right? Just to make sure he refills the juices, keeps it fresh, like an absolute prawn addict looking for the next video. He's making...
So he uses like Wojak memes as well, and I told you, like, I would never use a Wojak meme in my videos. I don't think white people do. I think I've learned from like online discourse that most people who use like Wojak memes, they're usually like brown or... It's a phrase nowadays. But they call me whitey, I don't care.
Making sure he can get that last push here. He's ADHD, jacking off to the combination of himself and Ethan here. Dude, this is diabolical. This is like finding Dan Clancy's secret gooning.
Yeah, that's his like favorite thing to say, diabolical. It's like catchphrase. I don't know. I think he's like part of like there's this guy called like Nux Taku, who's like this. He's a Jewish guy, but he uses like this weird avatar of like some looks like someone from the Gorillaz. I guess he's probably like too hideous. Even though like being a hideous Jew would probably you do really well because like most people actually no, I think it's he might not be. He might be like really rugged, and that's why he does it because you won't do well if you're like good looking and white because Muslims and Indians don't want to like prop you up. Like, Hassan's okay because he's like actually like they say he's like still like a Turkish, whereas people say well he's actually white, but it's like I don't think he's white. If you're gonna like tell me I don't think he is, or ask me. I don't want to anyone give a fuck what I care about.
Folder, but this which is arguably even worse, alright? This is a level of psychopathy I haven't seen in a while, alright? Holy fucking shit, this man is goading to himself and he's like, oh my god, I need to finish, let me put on Ethan, a little bit of destiny, a little bit of...
Yeah, exactly. This is where it gets weird. So he starts going on like some strange like tirade about like Dan Clancy, which in its sense isn't like unfunny. But it's like he goes into like so much depth about it, and it's like it just becomes like a little bit like cringe. And his Indian fans will tell me it's not, and I'm like weird. But like I'm telling you, as a straight white man, for me looking at this, like it is weird.
Holy shit!
And he's got SpongeBob memes in there as well. Again, kids' TV shows, it's weird. And he's got like a little meme of like Patrick, like I guess he's like straining. So he's using it again. Like I don't know how old they're supposed to be in the TV show. It's not really important their age, but it's just designed for kids. It just comes across weird. Like again, like, I was thinking, like, I'd probably have used like The Simpsons maybe if I was going to do that. But at least The Simpsons is still like an adult cartoon, whereas opposed to just SpongeBob. And it's like, come on, dude. You're like, how old are you? And I don't want to like be like that. But I just think SpongeBob is a kid's show. I don't mind if you watch Dragon Ball Z. I know actually what Dragon Ball Z is, but at least it's like violent. At least it's just so violent. At least it's violent. Like, at least like just I don't want to call it like weak shit. That's basically it. That's why I don't like SpongeBob. It's all just weak shit. It's all about being some like autistic creep and just everyone's gonna love you for it.
Buddy, get a grip. Right, so then Ethan goes over more desperate, mentally ill women who are thirsting for Hassan, and this is like the saddest thing I've ever seen.
It pisses me off that I will never have him. 4,000 likes. It makes me physically sick that I'll never be able to ride that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, he just literally has a cult because the inbred Muslims, all the women are just like probably got an IQ of like 80 because they're all inbred. They're all like probably all their family related, and they have like they just end up like getting like this like there's like a sort of like they just worship Hassan as like some god because he's just like the ultimate like Muslim. He's just like the good looking like he's in America. Every woman just wants to like dream of just like being his concubine.
Oh my god, stop it.
Dude, these are like
Girls,
how
can we all get it together?
no, apparently not.
There are better guys out there you could look out to.
It's not just me claiming that, Ethan. I think at this point a lot of people see it, right? On your
Gee, I wonder why. Can your reshares
Why are you resharing this?
Instagram stories, not including clips, since January 31st, 2025. You have mentioned me 110.
What's fascinating about this clip is, one, he says I shared it 110 times. We confirmed later on in this same conversation that it was like 50 times. And by the way, if you share his hundreds.
But it's also more like tweets, the way you use your stories. It's how you...
That's what I'm saying. If you share all of his stuff together, it's hundreds. Significantly more than mine. But okay, sure. I'm obsessed with you. But what's interesting is this information was passed to him on stream. You see it by someone named Chris CPS. Clearly a snarker who thinks it's funny that CPS came to interrogate our children. So Hassan is associating with someone like that.
By the way, this is the standard Hassan cope that people are obsessed with him or whatever. Buddy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all these insane like inbred Muslims. They all just like have no qualms doing whatever. They will just like actually just like go to any lengths to just ruin like this like just Jewish people's lives because they just hate Jews because they're just being bombed by them in Israel. And this is the problem we're having. It's just like we're not allowed to like Jewish people to get persecuted because it's popular and there's 2 billion people, so you can't really do anything.
Nobody's more obsessed with you than you. You're literally your #1 fan. You're a self-gooner. You're sharing your own TikTok thirst traps, bro. And it's like constantly, over and over and over again. This isn't one or two. It's filled with them. You get off to yourself, you absolute deviant freak. Also, Hassan fans are like, while you're obsessed with him, you make so many videos on him. First off, we have a reason to cover you. It's literally free views and an infinite money glitch. Why would we stop?
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
this is
All
beneficial.
about the money.
You're feeding my great-great-grandchildren
We
right
love.
now.
He's not
It's
gonna have
much
grandkids. This. Okay, that was funny. He might do. He might do. He might be able to coerce someone. Will they be white? Maybe. He might be able to live the dream. I mean, he might have the money. That he'll need it.
Appreciated. And I've always said the subject doesn't matter. If Hassan stops being a lol cow, I'll move on to the next lol cow. He's not special here. Also, man, I gotta give out a PSA. If you're a girl fan of Hassan, holy fucking shit. You need to have some level of self-respect, some level of dignity, because what is wrong with you? Why are you thirsting over this Diddy party enjoyer who literally denies rapes happening?
It's because they all believe in Sharia law. So to them, their women have just been indoctrinated to just know that they are like second-class citizens. So
they just do that because it's like they just think like, well, if we just swoon over the dudes, it's better than not swooning over them, because then they're not going to pick us. But at least if we swoon over them, we know we can be abused by them, and like, you see what I mean? So that is why.
Who literally says it's okay for rich women to get raped, and is actually the most misogynistic frat boy piece of shit ever. And now I sort of get it, right? You know that trend of those mentally ill TikTok girls thirsting over literal murderers, right? Confirmed murderers, and they thirst over them, right? And I feel like these are the same kinds of people who are thirsting over Hassan, because he's literally...
No, they're not. He's getting slightly confused. So, the people who are thirsting over Hassan are just Muslims, and it's just because like you need to like learn like actually when you go to like proper Muslim countries, but it's like everything you're being shown, even if you're seeing stuff from just like a very like, oh, here's like a pocket of like people who were doing it in like in America. No. If you go to like Afghanistan and you like actually see like a 13-year-old woman, a girl who's pregnant, yeah, that's what we're talking about. So these women, girls, literally as soon as they're born, they're just taught they're just immediately just second-class citizens to wrap up and just never ever question men. And if you see single men, just fawn over them. Your whole point is just to have babies with like the most powerful men. That's all you need to do, because at least if you have a baby with one of them, they will give you a little bit of respect, because at least you're like the mother to one of their children. Fuck this, why am I never killing with a fucking gun? And that's like their attitude. They don't see themselves as just like equal, and that's like the gaslighting that like they have. So they do just end up having like a legiancy of just like women, because their women don't see themselves as that.
A terrorist glazer, okay? He's definitely...
And then the people who do glaze the killers, there is a certain there is a condition, and it does impact like, I think it's all races, but I think he's referring to like the white people who would like write to like Charles Bronson and try and like get married. But there is a condition where it's like women are just attracted to like danger. So when it's like something like that happens, they feel like in their brain that they won't get attacked by a man, or because like it is something strange. But that is something different.
Among that little group there, right? The straight up psychopaths. Right, so then Ethan clowns on more Hassan fans, and oh my god, dude, there's an endless amount of these people, and it just gets more and more pathetic.
Literally, because read what the shit that the shirt says. It's shit that nobody supports. Racism? Hell no. Bigotry? Nice try. Or even find a shirt like that, Hot Topic or something. Patriarchy? I don't think so. White supremacy? Not in my life. Oppression? Intolerance? Never. Unless it's a little Jew boy named Ethan that I'm gonna repost all that shit. And the account is demonstrably Hassan from, you guessed it, September. You guys kind of get the point here. It's a combination of hate videos on me and thirst traps non-stop, man.
But Hassan is my BTS. Well, BTS is my BTS, but BTS is currently brewing up some stuff post-military, and they've been MIA for a minute. But Hassan...
Look at the state of this. She looks like a classic, like, Indian woman. That's what I mean, it's just sad. So she's gonna live her life just wanting to, like, suck off us all.
Think about it, like... I found Hassan on Twitter when he was yapping it up on the Young Turks and saying some controversial shit. And I heard that at 15 years old, and I was like, he's making some good points. And he's fine as hell, so let me go follow him.
Why isn't she wrapped up? Why isn't she wearing
her
that's what I'm saying.
That seems like about the same era.
5 years old now. I'm 25 years old, and the hold that this man has on me is actually crazy. Like, there have been times where he's...
Why would you share this?
And I took a step back, but I can't even really remember what
they're about.
She's like, I am so obsessed, it's a problem. They've been like, I can't stop thinking about it.
Like, if you ever speak ill to a bloke, I will whip you. It's the difference between like this is what white women should do to us. This is secretly what like they don't want because white women should do this to the white man, but they don't. They want to sleep with 2 Chainz with Drake.
I tried stepping away from it, but I can't. He's like, let's reshare this. This is good.
And I've always found my way back. No, like there's something so parasocial about the way I feel about Hassan. Like I saw him on that podcast with the I Had It ladies. I don't even actively keep up.
She's like, I have an unhealthy parasocial relationship with Hassan. Share.
With him. Like I just see clips of him
I mean.
online.
This
like
is all the people.
back in the day, I
Like
used to have
she's, I don't know. She doesn't look too stupid, but I doubt she's gonna like. She doesn't. I can tell by her vocabulary, but she's. These are the people. These are the people that we are the most dangerous. It's like the zombie fans. They're like just like most of them are inbred. Because I bet her parents are slightly related to some demeanor, some capacity. Oh my god. Like most of India is like 85 IQ, and you've got these guys that like got 90 IQ, 80 IQ. It's like anything under 100, you're really struggling. I'm sorry if that sounds racist, but it's true.
notifications on for his Twitter. Like that's how in deep we were. And that's before he even started streaming. But like now I just see clips of him here and there. Like I saw a clip of him with the libbed out women, the I Had It ladies, and one of them was like just fangirling about his workouts and thirst traps, and I was like, shit, me too. Like me too. Like
you're so special. You're the only one, girl. You have this unique taste in this special guy. You're so special.
Dude, oh my god. These women are so lost, man. How do you end up like this? This is literally how you end up kidnapped and in the middle of a desert. You go on a date with Hassan Piker. You attend the Hassan Diddy party.
Again, like, I can't show you what he looks like, but he's telling us this, and it's like, I'm not saying he would, but again, it's just funny.
Party because you're like a liberal or something, and you think he's cool, and he's like, oh my god, he's a man. Oh my god, he's a man, and he understands our
Look, he's using Wojak, so he's using like the Wojak of the woman with like pink hair.
feminist issues, like he's
I'd never
obviously
use that. Now he's using
Did I lie when I said his fan base is full of gooners? Look at this! Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, he's not allowed to say it. I'm gonna say it. It's inbred Muslims. It's not gooners. They do probably goon to him, but it's just they're inbred. If you've got an IQ, really small IQ, the world is just so small to you. Everything's great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that's the way it is, but it is. Alright, I'm gonna do like.
And I'm so glad that this is actually proven now. Because now we 100% know that people don't actually follow this guy for his intellect, for his actual opinions, his political...
Again, I said this so long ago, but everyone's dumb, so whatever.
know-how or anything. He's literally just a piece of meat, bro. It's these desperate, pathetic women that are in his fan base. He's literally a male OnlyFans guy. That's essentially what he is. And we know this from that article as well, where there's a picture of him in a bathtub, and there's a bunch of fucking weird old cat ladies going, oh my god, Hassan, you're so hot. Play the clips. Play Taylor Lorenz. Play Jennifer Welsh.
Oh, Daddy, you look great. Speak of Daddy, right there.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
You have to. Well, you look great. You have to say,
Oh,
you know,
thank
Pops
you.
has a huge crush on you.
He knows that. He knows that. I'm old enough to be his grandmother, but he knows that. Not great.
Do you know how the grift works as well? Women in Muslim countries have no voting power, but if they come and make an account on Twitch, they can suddenly have voting power and join their favorite Muslim bad boy. See? That's how it works.
No, maybe sister.
Yeah.
Hassan's
Stepsister.
He's charming, too.
Okay.
Smart, charming.
I like porn. Right. Do quads. One more.
A 40-year-old Islam woman, so she probably wants to like have kids with him. Got some gay guy, so not straight white man. So again, to destabilize the West.
Dresses cool.
Tell me about
But do you know what I mean? Like Hassan would be an influencer no matter what he was saying, because he is very attractive and very cool and genuinely a good person.
This is his fan base, man. It is actually so pathetic. Oh my god. If you're a woman and you follow this guy, you need to save yourself ASAP. Oh my god. You will be nothing but disappointed.
But again, and like he's got like a yoga mat. I'm like, who you like trying to show off to, mate? Okay, great, you do yoga, fine. And it's like he's wearing his vest. He's like showing his guns off.
Holy fucking shit. Have some self-respect. You deserve better than Diddy Piker. How did you guys do this without the hazmat suits? Could you imagine your significant other sharing videos of themselves captioned, "I have no gag reflex"? This man is, what, 37 years old? Dude, if your partner is thirsting over Hassan, you need to cut it off immediately. You need to put a boundary ASAP and be like, "I'm sorry, we cannot be together," if you're a fucking Hassan fan. The biggest ick is someone who's conceited. There's a huge difference between being confident and being conceited. Hassan jacks off to himself. He's like 7 levels above conceited. He's sharing thirst traps of himself, bro. It's his gooning session. It's like when you open some.
Bruh, talk black. Bruh, like me, black people. Bruh, I love black people.
It's like alternate like gooning account or whatever, and Hassan just does it on main, bro. It's sad. Just like Gaia, I'm completely shocked. Is that fucking... Oh my god, bro. The H3 fans are built different. Nobody loves Hassan more than Hassan. Okay, maybe except Taylor Lorenz. Okay, I want to pass. Reposting your own thirst trap. I'm narcissist. Patrick Bateman would totally be reposting his own Sigma edits. Hassan is the Drake of influencers. Don't tell Hassan about the Jewish origins of Superman. Bro's gonna use the
Jewish one, the Drake of
Moving on to Nina Lynn. Recap. Streamer Nina Lynn essayed 2 guys on Twitch, live on camera, undisputable. She got a 1-day ban, and then she got a 1-week ban for essaying this guy's toes.
I wonder what this guy's view on essay is. Probably, I'm sure it's exactly the same as all of us.
The punishment for literal heinous crimes on Twitch is a 1-week ban, right? While calling fucking fact is 2 weeks on Twitch. Definitely equal application of the standards there. Well, now she's mad at her friend FanFan, who apparently switched up on her. Nina Lynn says irrelevant people like Asmongold are autistic in her eyes, but she was stunned when she saw FanFan switching up on her just for clips. Okay, immediately just calling Asmon irrelevant, like he's 50 times bigger than you. What do you even fucking...
Yeah, dude, he's 50 times bigger. He's got loads of people, the best people in the world. All the Mensa geniuses, all the doctors, all the professors, they love Asmongold. They say, "I love Roach King." So why are you complaining about having, like Jesus? Remember, if you don't have the views, get out of it, mate. Jesus managed to start a religion with only, 12 people. But fuck it, if Asmongold's got 100 million, it does, fuck it.
At least when you have an insult, make it make sense, you know?
Yeah, exactly, because this guy can only think about things and it's makes sense. It's oh, he's got more money, so ergo he must be smarter, or look at the size of his house and look how big his audience is. So anything he says after, therefore, it just has to be correct because he's got a bigger audience. So it doesn't matter if even the 15 million people who watch him are fucked in the head and they're all suffer from brain injuries. No, dude, it's 15 million people.
There's one person that you was like, damn, I think you have my back. Not have my back. I didn't expect nothing, but I didn't expect him to throw my name in the dirt like that. Ooh. It's not even a person people, the biggest people. I don't give a fuck. To be honest, if I don't know you, I don't give a shit what you say. You just autistic to me like that. It doesn't matter. But it was one of them. I've actually
also, Asmongold looks like the Roach King.
I was like, damn,
that's worse. I'd rather. You'd have to give me 5 trillion to look like Asmongold. There you go. That's my trade. So even though he's got that much money, I'd still rather look like me than have his money.
All that, you feel me?
Turn a good day.
I'd love to have his money and look like me, but I don't know if I'd want his money and look like him.
now just got even better.
Like, you feel me?
Okay, so we'll start with Nina, I guess. Fucking disgusting behavior, honestly.
Look,
Like,
Asian
genuinely,
again.
I heard
Another
about the
Asian.
situation,
Why
and then I
was
watched the clip
only
later
Asian
on, like I think
people
a
allowed
day
to like
after
be
I heard
streamers?
about it.
Why is there
And I watched
no
the clip,
straight white
and it made my
males? Why
blood
is it always
boil. It
like
was so
Asian
fucking
women?
hard to watch. It was
Why does everyone
so.
love Asian? Why do
It
Indian
was
men
so
love
hard to
Asian
watch.
women?
It
What's their weird
was
obsession
so hard to
with it?
watch.
Because they watch
Yeah,
such
and
hentai.
Zoe too.
Right, so that's apparently somebody switching up on you. I mean, if you sexually assault someone live on camera, 100% confirmed, and then you have zero remorse, you say the guy should be embarrassed for being essayed, you have a bullshit apology, then you blame the
And
victim.
all
And
the
you
women she hangs out with are black. I'm not allowed to comment though for some reason, but they are. They're all just all black. Sick.
fun of them, of course people are going to switch up on you. That's not crazy. And that's not what friends are. Friends aren't supposed to support you 100% of the time, no matter what,
Yeah, exactly.
even if you
He's
do
right.
heinous shit. In fact, they're supposed to hold you accountable. A good friend would actually call the fucking police because they want you to actually pay for what you've done. Like, if you have a best...
He is right. He is actually right. This is the one thing I agree on.
friend, no matter your relationship with them, maybe you were best friends
Never
for 9 years,
compromise.
and tomorrow you find out.
Yeah, never compromise your friends. But then again, I don't know because this could be this could be like his like little. This is what I'm saying. This is where I think like he might be trying to say that because with all his like Singapore friends, he will, if they are like convicted of something, they will all like gang up. And he doesn't want white people to do it. So this is what I'm saying. It's like I don't know if I can trust him. So actually, maybe we should actually just gang up and do that. If our friends get caught doing something, let's all just lie and obfuscate it. Because like, there's no point in telling the truth. It's like, oh, dude.
100% confirmed on camera, it is recorded, they've been touching kids. Then you better switch up. Oh my god, isn't that common sense? Like, if the crime is confirmed, it's not like an allegation or anything like that, then obviously you should switch up, right? You shouldn't be supporting your friend for doing, literally committing crimes, because that's disgusting, and clearly, they were not the person you thought they were. That is not switching up, you fucking idiot. She's calling the guy who literally shits 1 million views on YouTube multiple times daily irrelevant. Dude, nobody even knows who she is other than the girl who essayed somebody else. Saying anything except apologizing for essaying people on stream. Calling Aspen irrelevant when he's twice her size? Okay, twice is literally an insult.
Exactly, again, it's this low IQ thing where it's like, the only thing that matters is like if you have loads of idiots who just, and it's like, again, know your audience. They're not mental geniuses. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I've got like 5 million randos, because probably most of them are just fuckheads.
Not even close. No one knew who you were until you and your ratchet-ass friend essayed dudes is crazy work. What's not to love about this girl, other than absolutely everything? Anyways, so Fan responds to her ex-friend Nina Lynn, saying she switched up on her, explaining that she thought Nina was genuinely sorry until she saw the clips from Nina's stream yesterday.
My thoughts aren't changed. Actually, what I will say is my thoughts were changed a while ago when she posted her like Instagram apology, which is when I saw that she unfollowed me, and I actually like respected her for the Instagram apology. And then my thoughts changed back to what they were initially when I saw the clips from her stream yesterday. But once again, I don't take back like anything I said. Oh, I do have one thing to add though. She did mention something while like in the clip that I saw of her saying like, David has my number, she could have texted me about it. And like, but the truth is, as someone who dealt with sexual assault
Yeah, of course.
and shit like
Like, no
that,
offense.
I don't.
Again, I'm bored of this. Every woman ever has dealt with sexual assault. I've been sexually assaulted. I have. I've had my ass groped when I was at a nightclub. So, you know, cry me a river.
Feel comfortable reaching out to people who are the perpetrator. So I just didn't really feel comfortable like interacting with her. That's all. But she's right. I could have reached out to her, but I didn't. I don't feel comfortable interacting with her. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't need to keep being friends with someone like that, especially if, like, she was a victim as well. And
Remember, he's telling us how to act. He, Singapore dude, looks like Indian man. He's telling us how we should act.
it's personal to her. That's just insane. It's actually so dumb that she said she switched up or whatever. Obviously, Nina just wants everyone to blindly support her. It just seems to me that she's not taking it seriously at all. And in fact, why would she, right? She got a 1-week vacation. She literally called it a vacation. That was the ban, by the way.
So this jail was kind of like vacay jail a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, though.
And when you have no consequences for something like this, despite the fact that the internet is making an uproar about it, obviously, she's not going to change her behavior. Why would she? She can just get away with it. Also, just a little bit of a nitpick here, but she apparently FanFan bought the first apology where it was like this Instagram bullshit apology or whatever. But why? Why would you buy that? It being like, oh, I thought she was genuinely sorry. So if a guy essayed a woman and said, oh, I'm sorry, would that be enough? Would that literally be enough for you to go like, well, okay, now she's my friend again? So I don't know. Even though her final conclusion is correct here, I didn't like that little interjection of, well, initially I thought she was fully remorseful. Like, of course she wasn't. She's fucking making fun of the guy as well. She never was and she never has been. It's a bunch of bullshit statements. Even the apology she put out was horrible, like the text one. Right, so then streamer Lacey from FaZe and XQC responded as well. Context, here's the...
Great, these are the true arbiters of, like, ethics. XQC, some fuckhead Canadian dude who can't even speak English right, and Lacey, some fat asshole who looks fucked. But again, he's rich and has loads of followers, so what do I know, right?
Clip that they're responding to.
So I'm not...
In the name of Hades.
Suck.
How very spirited. You truly think you can stop time?
I don't fear you. You'll fear.
And XQC responded as well. Context, here's the clip that they're responding to.
So I'm not assaulting you. No. I am not. You consent to this.
Yes.
You fully am okay with this.
Yes.
You will not use this clip against me later, in 3 months later.
Never.
Why can she not just be a semi-decent human being, accept fault, say that she was wrong, and apologize, instead of being, like, petty and making jokes about it, and I don't understand. I don't understand. If you do something wrong, whether you meant bad intentions or not, which she did, you apologize, you own up to it, and you try to become better. But instead, I saw she like said like, oh, it's a vacation, and then she said some bullshit about it being embarrassing, and now she's like making jokes about it, and like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, get her off the platform, please.
If you did something that's actually wrong, right, and you do these like skits of like making fun of it after the fact, or whatever, it's gonna be in bad taste. I'm gonna give you a PR 101.
Listen to me. Looks fucked. Look at him. Listen to me. Listen to me, Clark. So if you are gonna say things like this, it's just gonna come across as like being like really bad faith. And look at me, Chad. Look at me. Anyway, I'm rich, so everything I say must be light. So play with my giant sack and balls.
Not like some, oh, dude, I threw a game of Overwatch or something like that. If you mock it, you're mocking everybody who felt discomfort against your behavior, because it's not just something you did. That if you did something that actually affects somebody, if you belittle it later on, you're just kind of belittling the people that you affected in the first place. And you might think you're fighting the system or the rule or the TOS or Twitch or whatever, but you're actually just being rude to the guys at the site.
Rude.
And I think that's kind of annoying, man. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if XQC and Lacey can understand this,
yeah, if
basically
XQC
anybody can,
and
right?
Lacey,
it's crazy because she's essentially just immune.
These are the
because
two
she's literally
biggest
on the
people
Predator
on
platform
the
where
planet.
SA is completely allowed. She's
Lacey.
on the Diddy Party list of Dan Clancy.
Sorry,
Buddy's
did
got
Lacey
her
say
framed on the wall. Maybe she's part of
Dude.
his gooning list or something like that.
Dude.
Special privileges, obviously. Now click this video
Dude.
or you turn into a mentally ill Hassan Gunnar.
You turn
Okay,
into
Thanks for
and
watching.
mentally
Bye-bye.
feel Hassan. Okay, we did it. Mr. Burns. Now what? Right. Good. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that was like what I'm talking about. It's like we've got someone who's from like Singapore telling us what to think, and it's not right. I'm sorry. Ooh, anti-vehicle. Really? Oh, that smelled really bad. Well done, dude. Mr. Burns had done it. My power dick had done it.